I am Rayudu Subbarayudu, zoology lecturer. From today onwards, there is a zoology classes. First, listen carefully and also note some of the important points. That is very important. You see, first chapter, Animal Kingdom. The weightage of this one, two marks, 2 bits, not the marks, 2 bits. That is very important of this one. What are the topics present in the Animal Kingdom is, first one is the body plan. Second onwards, phyla, characters and the classification of phyla. Worms, fishes, amphibians, reptiles, and aves and mammals. These are the topics comes under Animal Kingdom. The first one is, you say, organisms. How many types of organisms present in the world is see? There is 3 types of organisms. One is microorganisms, plants and animals. These 3 are interconnected each other and form a biological community. If any defect occurs in these animals, the environment imbalance occurs. In the environment, imbalance occurs. So also all these 3 organisms are interconnected and maintains the balanced environment. This is it. What are the characters of animals? You see, there is 3 types of organisms, not the first one, organisms. The types. Next one is animals. These 3 are interconnected each other. Interconnected. And form a biological community. Biological community. Then balance of environment. Balance of environment occurs. This is the study of microorganisms, microbiology. Study of plants, botany. Study of animals, zoology. You know this one. Okay, completed. Next, animals. This is the zoology class also. We discuss about the characters of the animals first. What are the characters present in the animals? Main characters. You see, number 1. Very important to say. Multicellular animals. Next, number 2. Eukaryotes. Number 3. Heterotrophs. Some animals are autotrophs. Autotrophs. Example is Euglena. Next, the food source in glycogen granules. And also you see cell walls of cell. Most of the animals are having nerve cells and sensory cells. Except sponges. Next, you see. Basis for classification. You see. Animals are living in different habitats and also having different colors and also having different habitat, that is the shapes, but the fundamental body plan is same. That is very important. Fundamental body plan is same. It is otherwise called as BA plan. Because you see, fundamental body plan contains organ systems. These are the very important structures which are present in the animal of the body. This is the base for the classification. You see. Next, first cells. Cellular organization. What type of organization? The first one is called as the cellular organization. There is a different types of organizations of this cellular organization. One, cellular organization. Two, tissue level of organization. Next, three, organ level of organization. Next, last one, fourth one is say organ system. Organ system level. This is it. Before the cellular organization, there is a, in some of the books they given, you see, protoplasmic level of organization. Before this one, protoplasmic. Level. But in your textbook, these are the given. Cellular, tissue, organ system. But you listen this one also. Protoplasmic level, unicellular animals. Example for this one, unicellular. Unicellular means you say, for example, Paramecium. These are the example for this one. What is the meaning for protoplasmic level of organization? Means you see. This is the cell. For example, amoeba. There is no definite shape. It contains different types of cell organelles. This nucleus, food vacuole, contractile vacuole. You see, the protoplasm which is present in the unicellular organisms are differentiated into cell organelles. That is very important. Differentiated into cell organelles. What are the cell organelles present in amoeba? For example, food vacuole, nucleus, and also contractile vacuole. They perform different functions. Even though the cell organelles are derived from the protoplasm, they perform different functions. Okay, and also exhibit labor of division. This is it. In what way they exhibit the labor of division is say, the function of food vacuole, digestion, absorption. The function of contractile vacuole, osmoregulation and excretion. The function of nucleus, metabolic reactions, along with transfer of characters from parents to the offspring. These are the. So, what is the concept of this protoplasmic level of organization? Protoplasm differentiated into cell organelles, they perform different functions. This is example, unicellular animals, amoeba, euglena, and paramecium. Next you say, this is the cellular organization. Cells. Let us Smith eukaryotes. Eukaryotes means presence of nucleus. This is it. You see. Next, second one, cellular organization. Example for this one. Example for this one, sponges. You see. Cells, you say, loosely arranged cell aggregates are present. No tissue. Because of absence of no tissue, because of absence of nerve cells and sensory cells. Due to the absence of nerve cells and sensory cells, the cells not differentiated into tissue. So also in these animals, there is no tissue. This is the sponges. This is the cellular level of organization. Example is sponges. Tissue level. Tissue level of organization. Cells, different functions. Next, together form a tissue. Due to this one, the presence of tissue formed by the presence of nerve cells and also sensory cells, cnidarians, and also ctenophora. These are the examples you see. Tissue level of organization. Generally, it is present in the cnidarians and ctenophora. You see, example for cnidarians, Hydra, Lobelia, these are the. You see. Next one. Cells. It exhibits different functions. All these cells are together form a tissue because of presence of the nerve cells and sensory cells. What is the importance of nerve cells and sensory cells means? It gives the cooperation among the cells, coordination among the cells, then becomes into tissue. But nerve cells and also sensory cells are absent in the sponges. Due to absence of this one, the cells are not differentiated into tissue. This is. In what way? Tissue develops in the cnidarians means the cells perform different functions. All these together form a tissue, presence of nerve cells and sensory cells among these cells. This is. Next. Organ system. Organ level. First one. There is a different types of tissues. Together form an organ here. Tissues. Together form an organ. In why here organs are present means some more development of the nervous system. Neurons into nervous system. In tissue and organ level here. Because of organs are developed, but in some organs are not well developed organs are present here because of digestive system not developed well. Incomplete digestive system present in this. Example, platyhelminthes. Helminth. Rotiferans. This is it. Here, not well developed digestive system. Incomplete digestive system. Incomplete digestive system. Incomplete digestive system is, you say, mouth present. Next, anus absent. Mouth acts as anus also. This is the very important of this one. These are tissue organ level here. So also, not well developed organs are present. Organs developed in the first phyla here. Platyhelminthes. This is very important. And also you see, the first nervous system, the neurons are developed into nervous system present here. Ladder-like nervous system. Here. Ladder-like nervous system present. System developed here. Okay. This is it. Not well developed organs. For example, digestive system. Incomplete digestive system present. Mouth present, anus absent. Mouth acts as anus also. This is it. What is a phylum? Developed first time organs means platyhelminthes. Next, organ system. Well developed system here. Organs are together form a system. Different functioning organs are together form a system. For example, digestive system. Digestive system. In human digestive system, you take that one. Number one, esophagus. And number two, stomach. Number three, small intestine. And large intestine. You see, there is a different organ. What is the function of this one? It acts as a passage for food material. Passage. Food material. Next, this is a storage. And also some of the digestion occurs here, means storage. And some of the digestion, small intestine, digestion. Digestion and absorption. Digestion and absorption. Next, storage of fecal matter. Feces. And also expulsion, egestion. Egestion of feces. So also, there is a digestive system, there is a different types of organs. They perform different functions. But all these together form a system. So, in our body, there is a 11 organ systems are present. All organ systems together form an organism. Organism formed by the union of all types of organ systems. This is the body plan of animals. What are the levels of organization present here? Protoplasmic, present in the unicellular. Next, cellular, tissue grade, organ system. This is it. You see one question or two questions. What type of level, you say, level of organization present in the cnidarian tissue level of organization? What is the lowest level of organization in metazoans? What is the lowest level of organization in eumetazoans? You say, metazoans. Metazoans means multicellular organisms. Lowest level of organization. Lowest level of organization. You see, means cellular. This is it. Next, what is the lowest level of organization in eumetazoans? You say, eumetazoans. True metazoans. This is the, say, tissue level, which is present in the cnidarians. These are the two questions, important questions. Next, symmetric, you see. Symmetry. What is symmetry, first one? Symmetry. The arrangement of organisms around the axis in geometrical plan or geometrical design. This is the definition for this one. Arrangement of organs around axis in geometrical plan. This is the definition. You say this is the body in TS. You observe this one. This is the body. This is the axis. Central axis. Means axis is otherwise called as imaginary line. Arrangement of these organs around this axis. That is a symmetry. Next, animals are divided into absence or presence of symmetry in different types. First one, asymmetrical animals, you see. Asymmetrical. Symmetrical. Symmetrical animals. Asymmetry, no symmetry. Yeah, without symmetry. No symmetry here. Example for this one, most of sponges and also adult gastropoda animals. This is it. Here, the organs are not arranged in the proper direction around the axis. Here, asymmetry. Example, most of the sponges. But some of the sponges are exhibits for radial symmetry. Example, python. Next, you say, adult gastropoda. Why? In larval stages, gastropoda exhibits the bilateral symmetry. You see, larva. bilateral symmetry. But adult, no symmetry, asymmetry. Why? There is a torsion occurs due to the presence of torsion. Torsion means you say folding. You say the body cavity of these animals are less cavity, reduced cavity, less cavity for example. But during the development of these animals, the visceral organs are increased more. But this symmetry is not accommodated the type of that is the visceral organs. But what happens, this visceral organs folding occurs. The visceral organs fold. That folding is called as the torsion. Folding, torsion in 180 degrees. Folding occurs in 180 degrees. This is it. Due to torsion, the bilateral symmetry reduced or disappears. Symmetry, less animals are developed. Example, most of the sponges, adult gastro. Next, symmetry. You know definition about the symmetry. Symmetry is radial symmetry and bilateral symmetry. Radial symmetry contains biradial, because presence of the planes, two planes. Here, bi. Next, what is radial symmetry? This radial symmetry present in the cylindrical animals. Cylindrical shape of this one, cylindrical. And also lazy fellows. The movement is very lazy, very slow. Such animals have developed this one. And also, you see, these organs are fed. Ctenophora. Generally, radial symmetry, you say, adult, echinodermata. This one. Next, you see, what is the concept of this radial symmetry? Say, for example, Nidarian, example is, you say, hydra. This is the hydra. These are the tentacles. This is the mouth. This region, oral region. Mouth region is called as the oral region. Opposite mouth is called as aboral region. There is axis, principal axis present between the oral and aboral. What is the name of this axis? Oro-aboral axis. Where is it? It is also imaginary line. It is shot from midpoint of the anterior to the midpoint of the posterior. This is the principal axis. Imaginary line. What is the name of the axis? Oral-aboral axis. This is it. If we cut this one animal along the oral-aboral axis at any plane, you will get two similar aggregates or similar halves. This is the radial symmetry. Radial symmetry. So also it contains only one principal axis and many planes. You see, one axis, one principal axis, and many planes. You see, for example, your transverse section of this body, you see, this is the axis. If you cut this animal longitudinal through along this axis, you will get two similar halves. This half is one, this is the one. Or if you cut this animal on a horizontal plane, this is the horizontal plane, you will get two similar halves. This is the one half, this is the one half. Half is otherwise called as anterior. If we cut the oblique level along the axis, oblique level, you will get two similar half. This is the half one, this is the half one. So, in radial symmetry of Schneiderians contains one principal axis and many planes. This is it. Next, adult echinodermata, you see, adult echinodermata. Echinodermata contains 5 arms. So, it develops. In larval stage, bilateral symmetry, but in adult stage, pentamerous radial symmetry. Pentamerous means it has 5 planes. One principal axis, axis 1, but 5 planes. In the radial symmetry of echinodermata. This is the radial symmetry of Schneiderian. Next, biradial symmetry. You see, it is a part of radial symmetry. Biradial symmetry is a part of radial symmetry. You see, C anemone. C anemone. This is it. This is the mouth, oral. This is opposite of oral. This is what is the shape of this mouth? Oval shape. Oval shape means there is a 2 planes. One is short, second one is long. 2. Organs are arranged around these 2 planes. So, if we cut this animal onto 2 planes, you will get 2 similar antennae. Also, it is called as biradial symmetry. Bi means 2 planes. It contains 2 planes. One axis, oroaboral axis, and 2 planes. Generally, it is present in the anthozoans of Schneiderians. Ctenophora. This one. Next, bilateral symmetry is C. Bilateral symmetry. Bilateral means right and left, 2 lateral sides. Through this one, we will get 2 lateral sides. It's C. Example, from platyhelminthes to Cnidarians. Not Cnidarians. Platyhelminthes to Chordate. This is it. What happens here? Highly developed animals. It is present in the highly developed animals. The animals which contains the cephalization also. Cephalon, head also. This is it. Examples, platyhelminthes to cortex. This is it. It contains one axis, one principal axis. Axis. And also 2 planes. This. Next, what is the name of this axis you say? Sagittal line. Sagittal line. It is present from the anterior to the posterior and dorsoventral sides. Sagittal line. If we cut this animal along the sagittal line, you will get 2 similar halves, that is the lateral sides, left hand side lateral sides. This is it. Okay, next, coelomycete. It is otherwise called as body cavity. Where is the location of this one? Between body wall and also see wall of intestine. For example, you see this is a transverse section, this is the intestine, this is the body wall. This is the body wall, this is the wall of intestine. Between these two, this is the space. It is called as coelom. But in some animals, no coelom. Okay, this is it. Coelom. Developmental coelom. The coelom, the term is proposed by Hannes Haeckel. Scientist name Hannes Haeckel. Without coelom, there is no well development occurs in animals. There is no movement of blood, there is no movement of heart, there is no movement of alimentary canal wall. Due to the presence of this one, also it has developed a movement. There is a space for movement of all the organs. Without this space, in what way movement occurs in the animal? This is. During the development of these animals, there is three stages. That stages is otherwise called as transitional stages. Transition means one animal upgrade into next animals. That is a transition. This one. It's a first developmental transition. Which one? It's a next bilateral symmetry. Symmetry. Second one. First one tissue. Second one symmetry. Second one. Third one coelom. So, due to this transition, animals are well developed. Without this transition, not developed the animals well. This is very important when compared to all these things. The movement of the organs in what way occurs means development of this. Okay, you see, coelom, it contains organs, different types of organs. All these organs are surrounded by two peritoneal layers and attaches the dorsal wall. For example, you see heart, pericardial layers. For example, this is a pleural membrane, lungs. This is the peritoneum. And also intestinal, mesenteral. Peritoneum is otherwise called as mesenteral. All these are present around the organs and attaches to the abdominal wall. Without these are not attached to the abdominal wall, there is a collapse occurs. But kidney, all these are contains two layers of peritoneum, but it contains the peritoneum on ventral side only, not around the organ, on ventral side. For example, you say this is the dorsal body wall, this is the kidney, this is the intestine, around the intestine, visceral peritoneum. This is the below the body wall, parietal peritoneum. This peritoneum present on the ventral side of this kidney. So this type of organs are otherwise called as retroperitoneal organs. Example, kidney. This is it. Next, you see the coelom. Presence or absence of the coelom. Some of the animals are having coelom, some of the animals are not having coelom, you see. Okay? Acoelomates. Acoelomates. Coelomates. Without the coelom. This is the example, platyhelminthes. Platyhelminths. In this animal's no symmetry. Embryo, it contains blastocyst. But in adults, no symmetry. No coelom, not a symmetry, coelom. Why? Because this blastocyst filled with parenchyma or mesenchyma. So in adults, no symmetry. Due to the absence of symmetry, what is the position of this animal means movement is very slow. The food material absorbed by some of the cells, distribution through cells only. That is the importance of this one. Next, symmetry. Symmetry is divided into two types. Asymmetry, the middle of this one there is a pseudo-coelom also you see. Pseudo-coelom. Pseudo-coelom, you see, pseudo-forms. It is present in Nematoda, Nematihelminthes, Nematoda animals, Nematihelminthes. Pseudo-forms means you see, pseudo-coelom. This is the coelom. This is the coelom. Pseudo-coelom. Pseudo-coelom means the coelom which is not covered by peritoneal layers outside and inside. It is pseudo-coelom. Not present outside and also inside, there is no mesodermal layers. No mesodermal layers around the coelom. True coelom. It contains mesodermal layers outside and inside. This is the true coelom. This is the pseudo-coelom. Where origin of the pseudo-coelom is a remnant of blastocyst. Or it is otherwise called as unoccupied blastocyst. Unoccupied blastocyst. A remnant of blastocyst. Remaining part of blastocyst. Some blastocyst is occupied by some of the cells. The remaining part developed into pseudo-coelom here. This is the origin in embryonic stages. Next example is Nematoda. Next, coelomates, you see. True coelom means, the coelom which is covered by peritoneal layers or mesodermal layers. It is called as coelom. True coelom. True. Not a false. True coelom. Such animals are called as the coelomates. Origin of this coelom. The coelom is differentiated into two types. One is schizocoelomates. Schizocoelom. Next, enterocoelom. Schizo, splitting. Mesoderm, splitting and forms coelom. Examples: Annelida, Arthropoda, and also Mollusca. This is it. Splitting of mesoderm in the form of coelom. This is the mesoderm. Split. This one is the visceral layer, peritoneum. This one is the splanchnic layer. This is the parietal layer. Between these two, there is a coelom. This type of coelom is called as a schizocoelom. It is present in Annelida, Arthropoda, Mollusca. splitting of mesoderm, it forms a coelom. Next, out pouches of wall of intestine. This is the archenteron. The embryonic intestine is called as the archenteron. Arche, ancient primary enteron intestine. This is it. This one. Intestine. In the transverse section. Out pouches. Wall of this one formed as a out pouches. Yes. All out pouches are pinched off from the intestine. So also out pouches are arranged from the wall of the intestine and form a coelom. So it is called as the enterocoelom. Okay. Examples: echindermata, hemichordata, and chordata. But well-developed chordates contains secondary schizocele. Primarily, you see mesoderm, this out pouches arises from the intestine wall. These are formed as a mesoderm. This mesoderm split and formed the coelom. Mesoderm split formed the coelom, cytocoelom. Before this one, these out pouches are arranged from the wall of the intestine. So primarily enterocoelom, secondarily cytocoelom in well-developed vertebrates. Okay. What type of coelom present in the hemichordata, echindermata, chordata? Enterocoelom. This is the body plan. It contains different types of cells, symmetry, coelom. And also you see digestive system. In animals, what type of digestive system? Basic is same. Two types: incomplete, complete. Incomplete, mouth present, anus absent. So mouth acts as anus absent. Here, complete, tube-like. It contains two openings, a mouth and also anus. It is present in the cnidarians, platyhelminthes. It is present from the nematoda to chordates. When they see complete digestive system is present in this one, it appears like a tube within the tube. Tube within the tube system is arises from this one also. You see, in water, you see the tube within the tube. This is the tube, body wall. Next, this is the intestinal tube. So, tube is present within the tube. This type of system present from Platyhelminthes or nematoda to chordates. This is the digestive system. Next, circulatory system is seen. Or circulating system. Circulates of blood here. Mostly. Circulatory system is circulation of this blood. What type of blood is there? How many types of circulatory systems are present in animals? Name that one. You see. Open, close, open, reduced blood vessels, no capillaries. Next, you see flow of blood through body cavities. This is the open. Means the internal organ, visceral organs directly bathed within the circulation. That is the blood. Here. The visceral organs directly bathed. Organs directly bathed in blood. This is no capillaries. What are the blood vessels? 5 types of blood vessels: arteries, arterioles, capillaries, venules, and veins. These are the 5 types. You see, this is the artery, arteriole. Next, these are the venules. These are the venules. Next, veins are down. Vein. Between this, there is a capillary. Between this, there is a capillary. This is it. It contains muscles and cells. It also contains muscles and cells, inner side of the wall. But these walls are not contains muscles, but contains only cells. Four cells, pores. These pores are useful, capillaries are useful for the absorption, diffusion of the substances which is present in the plasma. This one. Next example for this one is leeches in Annelida, complete arthropoda animals. Next, complete mollusca animal except cephalopoda, complete echinodermate animals, complete hemichordata animals. This is the example for this walker. This is it. Next, closed type of circulatory system is see. Very important, fundamentals very important, my dear students, fundamentals. If we get the perfection in fundamentals, you get easily perfection in other systems also. That is very important. Next, closed, you see. Closed type of circulatory system. Closed type of circulatory system, you see. It contains blood vessels. 5 types: arteries, arterioles, capillaries, venules, and veins. Well-developed blood vessels. The blood flows within the blood vessels. Flow of blood through blood vessels. This is. What are the examples for this one? Annelida phylum except lichens. Next, cephalopoda, which is present in mollusca. Next, all vertebrates. And also you see cephalochordata. These are the examples you see. Metamerism. The process of formation of segments. Metamerism. Similar segments. Similar segment means each segment contains, you say, main organs. These are arranged in, you say, from anterior to the posterior, linearly, arranged linearly from anterior to posterior. This is the metamerism. It occurs first in Annelida. And also it contains, metamerism contains arthropoda also. Here is difference. Metamerism differentiates into two types. One is very important. You see, Annelida, what type of similar segments? Homonymous. Heteronymous. Homonymous. All segments are similar because each segment contains the important organs. This is it. Arranged linearly from the anterior to the posterior. But what is here heteronymous? You see, the body is divided into segments. All these segments are differentiated into three regions, functional regions. Not occurs this type of segmentation like this one. Three functional regions. Three. Next, you see in some of the animals, for example, Taenia solium, which is present in the Cestoda class of Platyhelminthes. It shows pseudo-segmentation. What is the difference between there is a segmentation, metamerism and pseudo-segmentation means true segmentation. The segments are arranged from the posterior part. Pseudo-segmentation, the segments are arranged from the anterior neck part. This is it. Next. Notochord. It is otherwise called as dorsochordones. Dorsal plate. It is present in the dorsal side. This is it. It is arises from the chord mesoderm. Mesoderm. This is. If the notochord is present, chordates. If the notochord is absent, non-chordates. Non-chordates from Coryphera to Hemichordata. Chordates inverse, Urochordata to mammalians. Phylum Chordata. The last phylum in the animal kingdom is called as the Chordata. You see protostomes and deuterostomes. Proto, first. Stoma, mouth. In this animal, first opening is the mouth. In this animal, deuteros, second. Stoma, mouth. Second opening is the mouth. What are the examples for this one? You say Annelida, Arthropoda, and mollusca. But here, Echinodermata, Hemichordata, and Chordata. This is it. You see, once we have discussed in this class also the previous day, what is the name of this one is called? Schizocoelom, deuterocoelom. Schizocoelom, deuterocoelom. It's not a schizocoelom, enterocoelom. Example for this one, same. Example for this one, same. The question arises here, you say, all protostomes are schizocoelomates. Correct or not? Not correct. All schizocoelomates are protostomes here. What means? In addition to this, the first opening is the mouth here. You say Cnidaria. Platyhelminthes also contains the first mouth. Okay, in addition to this, what are the names? Name the protostomes means Cnidarians, Platyhelminthes, mouth only present, no anus. Here, all deuterostomes are enterocoelomates, and also all enterocoelomates are deuterostomes. Yes, all these three are example for this one also. All these are example this one also, but not this. Okay, so all protostomes are schizocoelomates. No, all schizocoelomates are protostomes. All deuterostomes are enterocoelomates. Yes, all enterocoelomates also deuterostomes. This is it. Very important to see. Next, you see, next phyla. There is a different types of phyla, and also its characters and slightly classification also you see. Number one, Porifera. It belongs to Metazoa. belongs to Parazoa. Okay. Animalia contains metazoa, eumetazoa. Metazoa, multicellular animals. Parazoa, pore bearers. Pore. The body contains pore. The body contains pores. So it is called as the porifera. This is it. Okay. Next, parazoa. Very important. Parazoa contains porifera. What is the important characters of this one? These poriferals evolved from the protozoans. Protozoans evolved into poriferals. This is very important. This is it. Proterospongia. This is it. Proterospongia. Proto and also sponges. It is a connecting link. These are arranged from choanoflagellates. Developed into poriferals. This is the connecting link. Next, body. 2 layers. One pinacoderm. Next, choanoderm. It contains pinacocytes. And also among the pinacocytes, there is a porocytes. This porocytes gives rise to ostia. Inhalant pore. Inhalant pore means it helps in the or facilitates in the movement of water from outside to inner side. This is the inhalant pore. This is the outer layer. Pinacoderm is the outer layer. This is the inner layer. Inner layer. Or gastroderm. It is surrounded by the seal. That is it. What is the name of this spongiocele? Spongiocele covered by gastroderm or inner cell layer, that is the choanoderm. The cells are choanocytes. Choanocytes. These are otherwise called as flagellated cells. Flagella contains, and also these are collar cells. Collar is present. This is the collar, then this is the cell, this is the flagella. This is it. Next, spongiocele opens out through osculum. This is a excellent pore. For example, there is one question arises. In animals, which animal contains many mouths? Only one anus. Many mouths. One anus. Example is sponges. Example is sponges. Next, between these 2 layers, there is a mesohyme, which contains amoebocytes. Amoebocytes. These are divided into different cells. Archaeocytes. What are the totipotent cells? Totipotent cells. Totipotent cells in sponges, archaeocytes. What is totipotent cell? The cell which is differentiated into different types of cells in the body. It is called as totipotent cell. This is. Next, what is important character of this sponges? Presence of canal system. Characteristic feature, unique feature of sponges, canal system. The water circulated through canals. Water circulated through canal system. What is the use of this canal system? Is say canal system, inner side of the canals contains choanocytes. Choanocytes. Next, what is the use of this one? Food capturing. Next, excretion. Exchange of gases. Another capturing of food materials. This is very, very important. And also, you see, reproduction. Reproduction means the movement of the sexual cells from one to other animals. This is it. Canal system. Next, skeleton. Skeleton, spicules. Spicules are different type basing on with the composition. These are formed as a calcium carbonate, silicon dioxide, and also spongin fibers. This is. Next you say digestion. Intracellular. Intracellular means digestion occurs within the cells. Water circulatory system is present here. Very important. Water circulatory system. Next, reproduction. You see, asexual and sexual. Yes, asexual is a fragmentation, budding. Fragmentation, budding. This is it. Here, sperms and ova. Cross-fertilization, hemichordate, that is a hermaphrodites. Hermaphrodites. Means both sexes are present in a single animal. And also you say cross-fertilization. Indirect development. Indirect development. During the development of these animals, there is a larva, amphiblastula. Or parenchyma. Amphiblastula, parenchyma. Trichimella. These are the larval stage. Regeneration power very high. Regeneration. One sponges, we can pieces the sponges. Each piece developed into animals. All are aggregate sometimes and form a sponge. regeneration capacity high in this animal. And also you say the sponge is divided into three classes based on the spicules, spicule formation. You see, one is calcarea, and next hexactinellida, next Demospongia. These are the three classes you see. The spicules are formed as calcium carbonate. Spicules are formed silicon dioxide. Spicules are formed, they say, that is the spongian fibers or silicon dioxide, or both are absent. Both are present in some spicules. This is it. What are the examples for this one is say, Sycon, Leucosolania, Sycon, Leucosolania, this. Euflexella. What is the name of this one? Very important, this one. Euflexella. Marriage gift in Japan. This is it. Next, Demospongia. Cleona. Bath sponge. These are these. Next, Cnidaria. Time. What is the time? 5 minutes. Introduction. Second phyla, Cnidaria. Nidoblast, presence of nidoblast cells, otherwise called as stinging cells. Stinging cells, or otherwise called nematocysts. Nematocysts. What is the function of this one? Food capture, anchorage, defense. Why the phylum is called as Cnidaria means presence of nidoblast cells. These are otherwise called as stinging cells. Next, these are otherwise called nematoblast cells, nematocytes. Next, what is the function? Food capture, anchorage, defense. Due to presence of this one, the phylum name is Cnidaria. Formerly, the phylum name is called as Coelenterata. Coelom, body cavity. Enteron, intestine. Means the body cavity acts as intestine. What is the importance of intestine? Digestion, absorption. So also body cavity acts like this one. It helps in the digestion and absorption. So also this type of body cavity, gastrovascular cavity, gastrovascular cavity. Gastro, stomach, vascular, circulation of food materials to different parts of the body. This is it. At the present name, the previous name Coelenterata. Okay, this is very important. Thank you.